Guys, welcome to Sammy Spotlight. My name is Shay Goodwin, and I am your host for this semester. So, Sammy Spotlight, what it is we are highlighting different student organizations and groups here on the campus of Sam Houston State University, and just getting to know what exactly we have to offer. So, I hope you stay tuned. All right, so today I have a very special guest with us, and she is from the Arabic Culture or Language and Culture Club. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, what's your name, how you found the Arabic Language and Culture Club, and what exactly do y'all do?
Good morning. Thank you for the introduction.
Of course.
Well, my name is Ragda Shahat and I'm Egyptian, so it was kind of hard for me to find the Arabic Language and Culture Club here.
Okay.
But how I got to know the club and Sam in general, I came here as a Fulbright language teaching assistant.
Okay.
So I was teaching Arabic.
Okay.
So I was the co-advisor of the club last
Gotcha.
year.
Okay.
But now I'm a doctoral student, so I'm an officer of the club. I'm doing public relations.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's awesome.
Thank
So
you.
how, of course, of course. So how does that correlate? How does the Arabic Language and Culture Club correlate with your current degree?
It doesn't really correlate because my degree now is higher education leadership.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm doing it out of passion.
Out of passion?
Yeah,
No,
because
that's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Egyptian, so it's my culture and it's
Right.
my language, and I'm loving like to tell people more about my culture and where I
Gotcha.
come from.
Oh, that's awesome. So how do y'all engage students here? How do y'all, I guess, reach out to students and say, hey, join our club. This is what we do. This is what we can offer. What is y'all's game plan for that?
So our like immediate audience is our students.
Okay.
But unfortunately, after COVID, our enrollment numbers
dropped.
Yeah, for some reason I don't really
Yeah.
know why. So our audience like became less like it shrinked.
Okay.
So we started like doing more tabling events
Okay.
and student organization fairs and Sammy's Saturday at Sam.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we're just trying to snatch any opportunity that we can.
Right. Anyone who shows interest.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what exactly do y'all do during y'all's meetings or just in general?
So just as the name suggests, we're sharing the language of the Arabic world, and we share like the culture as well, because
Okay.
like the Arabic world is like massive. We're 22
Right.
countries, so we do have so much in common, and we do have so many like similarities, but we do have like differences as well, and we're
And-
just sharing and advocating about that.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's different dialects as well, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So what's I guess what's the most common dialect? Like what area is that from?
Yeah. Well, I would say Egypt.
Okay.
But I promise it's not because I'm Egyptian. Egypt started like the entertainment industry
Okay.
in like late the 1800s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we have like a very established entertainment industry,
Okay.
and like the rest of the Arab world grow up listening to our music, watching our movies. So that's how like the language, the dialect, the Egyptian dialect was spread
Okay.
to like nearly all the Arabs understand me when I
Okay.
speak, but it's not the same for me. Like I
Okay.
understand them
Right.
to a certain degree.
So I'm assuming there's certain words that there's just a bunch of different meanings, right?
Yeah, but like it's kind of Egyptian Arabic is kind of like American English.
Okay.
Like the way I learned English was from the movies, and
wow.
I have the American accent, or I hope I do, just
Okay.
from the movies, you know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Gotcha. So you said you learned English from the movies.
Yes.
So when you came here, was it a little different than like what you saw in the movies? Was it kind of like a culture shock, or did you kind of expect what you got?
Well, as you can see, like my English is kind of good, so I watch tons of movies
Okay.
because I come from the public school education system in
Okay.
Egypt, and like they don't teach us English that well.
Okay.
So I was introduced to the language and learned it that much because I was watching so many movies. So that also introduced the culture to me because
Okay.
you know language cannot be in a vacuum by
Right.
itself. It has to be embedded with
Right.
a culture.
If you don't practice it, you lose it.
Yeah,
Or
and
if you don't lose it, or if you don't use it, you lose it. There we go.
yeah, and it's not just that. So I was able to, know a lot. Sorry,
No, you're good.
know a lot about the American culture and kind of accepting some of it.
Okay.
So I think for me coming here, what was hard was like leaving my family.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, and I'm a single mom. I have a 6-year-old.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
So that's
that
even
was
harder.
that was really hard. But I didn't find it like shocking for me to accept
Okay.
the culture because I was like introduced to it.
Okay.
Maybe what was harder is introduce my culture here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's kind of like I had access to the American culture somehow, but the access to my culture is kind of limited.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's totally fair. So, how do you kind of introduce or share your home culture with the American culture, or like to Sam Houston students?
Well, I try to do my best, and coming from a culture. Like, before I come here, of course, I had like stereotypes in my head over
Right.
the American culture. And coming here, like, I was able to correct that. And so when I came here, I found like so many stereotypes about my culture as well. So this is always like a good, like a good, like start of the conversation.
Okay. Gotcha.
I heard y'all do that. Wow. And then, I told them because, I'm a native, I can say.
Yeah.
I can tell by now. So yeah, we just like have a conversation about that.
That's cool. So, has there been any instances on the campus of Sam Houston where where you were able to put an impact, like I guess an Arabic impact on the situation that you were in? Just like from a different like background, just give a new perspective or anything like that?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was the Arabic Fulbright teaching assistant, so I was like doing my best to share my culture because we come to teach the language, but also share our culture. Like this is a part and parcel of why we're here.
Right.
And Sam has a new Fulbright each year.
Okay.
So I'm Egyptian. The Fulbright this year is Saudi.
Okay.
The Fulbright before me was from Jordan.
Okay.
So we each like
So
bring.
it moves.
Yeah.
Every,
So we
or
each
changes.
bring,
Okay.
something from our country that is specific to it,
Okay. And how did you find out about this program?
The Fulbright program is like,
Or is it well known? Or
Yeah,
I
well-
actually don't know this.
like, yeah, like I don't know why I was well familiar, like I was familiar with the Fulbright program where I
Okay.
come in Egypt,
Okay.
but I think it's a very prestigious and well known
Oh wow.
program. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, it changes lives.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
So, in what aspect does it change lives? Just because I don't know. So, please tell me, inform me. I want to know these things.
So the Fulbright program is a U.S. Department of State exchange program,
Okay.
kind of. So they bring people from outside the U.S. And they also take students from the U.S. to the world.
Okay.
And it has like a massive array of programs. They can like have master's degrees, fully funded,
Wow.
sometimes PhDs, sometimes teaching like me.
Okay.
And it's really, like for me, it changed my life because I'm come from a small village in an Egyptian, like oasis.
Right.
And that is very close, very conservative, very everything.
Okay.
And it brought me here to the US.
Wow.
Like coming to the US was a daydream that I had just because I majored in English for so long.
Okay.
But I never thought this daydream would come true.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, so now you're living your dream.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Of course. So getting back to the club, so is there different, I'm sure there's people from different backgrounds, correct? in
Yes.
different cultures.
Yeah.
So, how do y'all intermingle together? Like, is there any language barriers? Is there anything that maybe from your background or your culture that kind of clashes or that goes well together?
Yeah, so my supervisor or my previous supervisor, my Fulbright supervisor, she's Syrian and she's the Arabic faculty at SAM.
Okay.
And then comes the Fulbright.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're the only Arabs in the club.
Yeah.
And the club is really to like tell about the culture.
Okay.
So we're not like, oh, you have to be an Arab to join or anything.
Okay.
You just have to be interested.
Okay.
We like cook for them. So I cook
Oh, that's
Egyptian food. My
Mhm.
supervisor, my Fulbright supervisor, cooks Syrian food.
Oh,
And we
cool.
just try, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like
I'm gonna
have
have to come
movie.
to a meeting just for the food.
Yeah, you would enjoy it, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have movie nights. We
Okay.
go to orchestras. We've been
Oh,
to
wow.
two orchestras.
So y'all do a lot then.
Yeah, the orchestras was really like our like biggest hit.
Yeah.
It's been really cool because it's a really like fancy and well-known orchestra. Like if you go to YouTube and like search
So
them,
was it
it's millions
in,
of views.
It was in Arabic?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. So where was that? Was that in
it's
Houston?
in Houston. Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, it is. And you know they got to see the music, which is like different and great and everything. But they also had to experience like the students we had with us.
Right.
They had to experience or they experienced the like how the Arabic audience react to music.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's called an orchestra.
Right.
So, like our students went with us, and actually it's not only our students; it's like all the members who are welcome to join.
Okay.
They were like expecting that the audience will like, just sit still,
Uh-huh.
like till the show's over. And,
Please tell me they were dancing in the aisles.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would love
With
that.
like clapping, singing.
I love that.
Yes. So
That's awesome.
they
So-
were. This was the number one comment I got. Like, is that an orchestra? Just really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing. So I've gone to quite a few orchestras myself, and I guess the orchestras that we have here, just like the culture of it, it's even though it's like upbeat or like joyful and all that, a lot of times the audience remains in their seats and I mean they'll applaud,
Yeah.
but they don't
But
really.
at the end, right?
Yeah,
we were
at
like,
the end.
we were having a blast.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Thanks.
Of course. No, that just sounds like a blast and a half. Like, for real. I know that sounds cheesy,
And
but...
some of the students that came with us were music majors.
Oh, cool.
So they really liked like learning about the instruments. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, do you have any events coming up for the Arabic and Language and Culture Club?
Well, we have our bi-weekly
Okay.
meetings, and it happens every Monday. It's actually happening that like Monday. That's in a few days
Oh,
from.
so coming up.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and we plan like something new for each like meeting, and then the events are kind of like when we go to the orchestra or like the Egyptian festival or the Syrian festival or stuff like that. It happens when that event happens.
Okay.
So we send out emails and like we have a group chat.
Just telling y'all,
yeah.
everybody what's going on.
Yes. So this is
Okay.
how it works. So stay tuned.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show up for the food. Like that's where my heart is.
You definitely should.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Well, as an Egyptian, when you grow up in like a cuisine, that's like more of what you really like. So I love a dish called kosheri,
Okay.
and
So what is that?
it's like pasta, lentils, rice,
Oh man, I'm a
And,
pasta
yeah.
girl at heart, so
fried onion,
that's right up my
chickpeas,
alley.
tomato sauce, hot sauce, and it's all mixed together. It's a lot of carbs, but it's an obsession for Egyptians.
No, that sounds amazing.
Thanks.
Of course. All right. Well, that is it for our time today. Do you have any contact information that you'd be comfortable sharing with us about how students or faculty can get in contact with you guys to see about your events and whatnot?
like our most constant contact is the advisor of the club. She's Dr. Summer Zahrawi.
Okay.
And she's the Arabic faculty at World Languages and Cultures. So at all times, she's like the person that will be here because I'm a student. I might like leave after I finish. The Fulbrights come and go, the students come and go, but she's the one that's always here.
Gotcha. So is there like a phone number or an email?
Yeah, sure. But
or maybe even a social media.
Our social media, like our most like established social media is GroupMe. But if you're a student at Sammy, you can like search Arabic because now GroupMe has like the like official stuff
different.
from the school.
So you would say just search SHSU Arabic Culture and Language Club?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I've enjoyed our conversation so much.
Me too.
So for more information, please reach out to them via social media. You can just search in the search bar, SHSU Arabic Culture and Language Club. And we'll see you next time.